Hi there guys, in today's video in RouterCAM we're going to be looking at how to do a basic process for your pocket milling. And but before that, let's have a quick intro first. So today's video can be found on softwaretraining.co.za. We make short and easy to watch problem solving videos, and we also have daily updates. Otherwise, back in the program here. Now, just a quick reminder, this is a mini series on the RouterCAM examples, where we'll be going through a few different toolpath processes to just show you the basic example of how it could look like when doing those. Now, we already looked at contour milling. Now we're going to be looking at pocket milling. Now, most of these processes will work different, but there's a few different variations you might want to do depending on the tool path. And also keep in mind, you can combine most of these so that, for bigger projects, you could have a few different setups. Maybe we'll look at it at the end, but I'm not sure yet. So now, first of all, like in most projects, you want to make sure everything is in order. We've got these graphics, they're all grouped as one layer, because I'm going to use the same pocket milling for them. Then you also want to obviously make sure your settings are right on the NC output, that your output paths are fine, so you can actually find the file and copy it onto your machine. Then if you're running with network and that, you might be able to set up just a path like that. Otherwise, just copy that to a flash drive, put it on your machine, and then it's ready to go. Then you want to make sure your project or your works piece is set up, so you've got the right dimensions. Then your origin point, where mine's already set to bottom left. Now this will obviously depend on your machine setup and so forth, which we covered in the previous video. Then if I minus that out, now we're going to go be looking at pocket milling. So I'm going to select the graphics that we want to actually mill. Click on that, and now we can see we've got a little preview going here of the pocket milling. So if I add to, I can't zoom in here while I'm in this area, but here we can kind of see the amount of lines it's going to be taking, and then also the tool size. So I will make this one maybe about a 223. It's got 2 because of the small star. Go show tool diameter, and we can kind of see what's happening there on the corners. Let me just go OK here and come back in. Just zoom in a bit. So as we can see here, the corners are struggling a bit. So then what I'll do, I'm going to go edit, and then I'm going to set the tool to even smaller so we can try fit into those edges a bit better. I'm going to leave it on climb, pocket allowance. I don't think it's necessary to set it yet, unless you wanted to get it like just on the inside, but you could. But I'm going to keep mine 0 because I like the size of the stars or where they're located already. Safety height, once again, if you have something like clamps, something holding your piece down, then this can get important. But I'm going to leave most of these settings, plunge and all of that, the same. Final depth also -2, and then this one we can stay down because we don't need it too clean. Say OK, and then once again, it would be a good naming this properly. I just called mine pocket 1, but it's only because I am only doing one form of milling here. If I had multiple things, I would definitely want to start naming it. Then let's go to the G1, G2, run the process. We'll wait for it. It's going to take a while depending on the amount of information you are looking at. And then, this one is taking quite a long. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pause it, and then we resume once it is ready. Yeah, this thing is just about done. Now once it's done, we've got a nice little preview here of the cutout. Now it's going to look, as we can see, it's nice and clean. Obviously you can decide, for instance, to engrave different depths for each individual ones if you wanted to do that, but I figured I'll just keep it simple. Then what you want to do is, obviously you can go show G-code if you want to preview, make sure everything's in order before you send it, or we click save here, and then you just call it, I'm just going to go PM for pocket milling. Save that, put it on your machine, and then the rest of the process will be happening there. So it's rather simple. Like I said, most of these examples are going to be very similar, except for maybe drilling and so forth. but there's one or two settings that might change between the ones. Otherwise, we head here to softwaretraining.co.za. You guys will notice we've got a variety of different softwares we do cover, and you can also isolate your search on the top right. If you do not, however, find the training videos you're looking for, just simply go here, request a training video, fill in the mini form, and then we'll do our best to try and make that for you. But otherwise, thanks guys for watching, and cheers.